lineup here this evening? You getting good news on the injury front?
Timmy will be a game time decision. Batherson's out.
With Tim, you're noticing progress. I guess he was on the ice this morning for a little bit.
Yeah, said he felt really good. We'll see how he feels in warm up. If he's not 100%, he wouldn't go. But we're confident that he's going to be good.
Just how much has he missed? Sorry, just how much has he missed?
Well, you could see the power play drastic decline since him and Drake both being out. Also, just 5-on-5 speed plays. He's become, a top end player for us and a big time possession guy. And without him, it's a big. It's obvious. It's a big hole.
Matt Sogard tonight, in goal tonight, sorry, DJ.
Yes.
What do you want to see from Matt? Obviously, a great debut 10 days ago now. Just what do you want to see from him in a second NHL start here?
Just keep getting better. I mean, it's a long way to the top. It's a long process for him. Like I said, I keep bringing up. He's only, I think, 2000 born. He's ahead of where I think anyone would have thought at this point. So keep just working on his game. There's no pressure. And that's why kind of we wanted to give him the home start here. And now looking back, team didn't play very good last night. I'm glad, he didn't have to go in there and fend us off. So I'm hoping we're a lot better in front of him. I thought we were pretty good in front of him in Detroit. And for a young guy, don't give him a ton of odd man rushes. Let him see the puck, especially early. Let him feel it, and let's play for him.
You guys have like a couple 7:30 games this year, but on a Sunday it's kind of funky, and I saw a lot of kids here at the rink this morning, like Holden's whole family was out. How's the routine today? Is it just a little different?
Well, it's different for sure, especially on a back-to-back. Coming from New York, it's not a quick place to get out of. So not a lot of guys kind of come and go as they want on a day like today. Where at a regular game, you'd have certain meetings in the morning. I let the guys sleep in. So they come to the game when they're ready. So most of the meetings are in the afternoon. So for the guys with kids, obviously, if they can bring them to the rink on a Sunday or a Saturday, for sure, I'm big on that. And a guy like Holdy, that we've been on the road a lot, and not a ton of chance to see your kids and your family, and that's tough on kids. So it's great for them to get here, but certainly 7:30 game with school, these kids aren't going to be able to come watch. But really, a 7:30 gives you an extra half hour on a back-to-back. I don't know how much really that matters. But the whole game day process is a little, screwed up, I guess, because it's a back-to-back anyways.
And the Jets right now are mathematically still in it. It's a long stretch, but they talked this morning just about how they're playing with desperation. They really have this belief. What are you expecting from them on the ice today?
Well, they're deep. They've got some guys that can really score. They got guys with a lot of goals, points. They're a team, that was built for now, and they're pushing. They're not out. This is a game they have to have. Let's be honest. If they were looking at their calendar, we're a team that sold at the deadline. We got a bunch of guys out. This is a game they have to have. So we're going to do everything in our power to not hand it to them and make them work for every inch. And, not that we take pride in knocking a team out, but at the same time, we want to be a team that continues to get better, and we want to be in this kind of spot, trying to keep us out a year from now. And we're not going to roll over for anybody, and if we can beat somebody, we're certainly going to do it.
Just on maturity, have you seen in Tim's game?
I just think he's skating with the puck so much better. Especially in his own zone. He's not giving it away. He's carrying it. There's times he turns it over, and when I talked to him about, sometimes the high-risk plays. But at the same point, you got to allow some freedom to a young guy that is learning on the spot, at center against some of the league's best. And, to me, he continues to get better. The one thing we talk about all the time, I want him to shoot more. He wants to hold it. I think as his career goes on, he's going to realize how good of a shot he has, and I think you'll see him use it more, and I think that's when he'll really start to pile up points.
Just one other for me, just on sending Costello down. Obviously he's on emergency control, I guess.
Yeah, that's more of a logistics thing. He's an emergency recall. He has to go down once everyone's healthy. And, selfishly, I would love to have him. I think he's brought an element to us. I think he works every single shift. He certainly deserves to be in that lineup. But at the same point, he's been in Belleville all year. They're fighting every tooth and nail for a playoff spot. He's a big part of that team. And I think they got 5 games in 7 days, and they need him. And so, if we were in a different spot right now and we're scratching and clawing for every point, I'm pretty sure Casti would be in the lineup here tonight, helping us win. But that's not the scenario. This is about development for him, and he's going to go down there and be a big part. Not to say he won't be back before this is over, but his showings continue to get better every time he's here, and I'm feeling more and more comfortable with his game, and he looks like a guy that is going to be able to help us.
A lot can we learn from those playoff runs too, right? Like that was one thing that was missed with that group in 2020 down there, wasn't it?
Well, for sure. And it's not only him getting in the playoffs. It's Lassie Thompson. It's Docker. It's all those guys. So there's a whole crew of them there that can experience the playoffs. And together they got to come together and find a way to get in. There's 6 teams down there fighting, and they're all within a few percentage points. So every game matters, and certainly Casti's going to help them. And if they can get in the playoffs, anything can happen. They're a deep enough group. They'll have goaltending because obviously our season will be over. You'll have all the guys from here that possibly could go down. So they got a chance to get rolling down there and do something and do it together, and that can only help the Ottawa Senators.
I don't know if you discussed this at all, but they got 5 and 7 now. Have you discussed switching out the goalies at all, or is that?
No, that
Do you
Pierre
think they'll stick with Soberg right now, or is that?
here.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to play today. We'll see how he does. It's a day-to-day process with these guys. We want to make sure the curve, especially for goaltenders, I think continues to go like this. We know that, down there until Gus come down, he was their guy. And Pierre will make that decision if he thinks he needs them to go down and to help out down there. I'm sure Pierre will make that call when need be. We've got some back-to-backs coming up, so whether it's him doing it or whoever, Pierre will make that call. But like I said, it as much as we've got these games remaining, and we're going to hopefully get healthy and get everyone back and get a bit of a run going at the end here and feel good about ourselves like we were a week ago when the guys were healthy. Is it just as important is, in my opinion, is Belleville getting in the playoffs and these guys being a part of it, and that inner battle between Gus and Sogi and all the guys jockeying it. And I think they got a good team. If they get in, there'll be a hard out.
Any update on Matt Murray, Coach? While we're on that subject?
Skated today, took shots again, but I've heard nothing that he'll play. So until someone tells me different, the goalies that are here are the goalies.